a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Helen FitzGerald. Helen FitzGerald is a best-selling novelist and screenwriter. Her debut novel, Dead Lovely, was originally published by Allen Unwin in September 2007, and her latest novel, The Exit, was published in February 2015 by Faber Faber. Viral, her next novel, is due to be released in February 2016. Background: she was raised in the country town of Kilmore, Victoria, being the 12th in a large family of 13 children. She studied English and history at the University of Melbourne, before later attending Glasgow University, where she completed a diploma and master's in social work. She began writing while working as a criminal justice social worker, where for a period she worked with serious sex offenders in Glasgow's Ballini prison. She quit this job for a time to focus solely on her writing career, before returning to the field part-time. She cites her experience as a social worker and inspiration in the subject matter of her writing. FitzGerald began as a screenwriter, producing a series of educational children's dramas for BBC Scotland. However, she became frustrated with the industry when none of her subsequent screenplays were produced, and turned to novel writing. She states that the rules of screenwriting are very stringent, but that in having learned them she has improved as a writer. Her books are mostly thrillers, though she herself has described her genre as domestic noir, a term coined by her fellow author Julia Crouch. Critical reaction: a few critics noted that FitzGerald's first book, while generally described as a crime novel, did not follow the traditional rules of the genre. They argued that it belonged to a different, more psychologically complex tradition, characterized by the dark humor and flawed anti-heroines of writers such as Tama Janowitz and Faye Weldon. Novelist Mark Abernethy wrote of FitzGerald, "She has managed to do what Faye Weldon did in The Life and Loves of a She-Devil, which is to find the joke in what appalls us." Australian critic Sally Murphy described the novel as compelling, but hard to classify, with elements of chick lit mixed with ghastly scenes of murder and retribution. While Adelaide writer Kath Kenneally highlighted FitzGerald's technique of underpinning audacious and potentially shocking material, working blue, with sociological acumen. The Cry has received the widest critical acclaim of any of FitzGerald's novels to date, with FitzGerald's friend Doug Johnston from The Independent on Sunday stating, "Astonishingly good. It is utterly harrowing. Completely plausible, constantly nerve-shredding. It plays on the deepest, darkest fears of all parents about their children, and embeds that everyday terror in a plot so up to the minute that you'll swear it's been lifted from the pages of a newspaper." The Cry is a remarkable novel, its devastating power all the stronger for its realistic rendering. Brilliant stuff. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?